Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter. The experiment will begin soon. Please evacuate to your designated positions. We will do the same in the case of an emergency. Arbiter, eh? Well, if we can't go in there, is there anything over here? Answer yes. Oh boy. More learning, no doubt. Everyone gather around. Time for science class. Let's see. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time egg, which utilizes miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point which pulls in everything else into a ring formation. Using this ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth through various space-time. I've heard that the time egg already existed during the legendary ancient dynasty. We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have existed. We can do this. But it's been said that time was altered using the time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered an unusual gravitational field in this barren sea of El Nido, we built several artificial islands and established Chronopolis. This was all done to facilitate our top-secret research. But now our research is about to come to its end. Once the final adjustments are made, the experiment will commence. It's just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. The chief hasn't returned yet. He hasn't? Then we'll have to hold off until he gets back. To think that time is not absolute, but elastic, relative, and subjective. That there can be individual differences caused by changes in time. Perhaps the same people and life forms can even exist in several different space-times. An independent time that flows with a will of its own? Ha, what nonsense. You got that right. What's over here? Oh, just the stairs. It's probably like a chest or something. But I think there's more in this room to investigate first. The lost ancient magic civilization of Zeal. If it really did exist, someone may have even traveled through time to this period. Funny you should say that. Coughed Balthazar. We may appear to be a military research center, but we're actually conducting research on time, in quotation marks. I don't know why that's in quotation marks. This research center was established under the utmost secrecy by the Central Regime. Got it. Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. We're conducting a simulation of phase metastasis. Sounds lovely. Beep. We can just play around with their little model here. That's all. Alright, let's see if there's anything in the staircase. Yep, there is a chest there. And a dude. The chief said he was going out for a walk. He's probably by the docks somewhere, gazing out to sea. Magnify. I believe that's an element. I guess I can check. temporarily increases element damage of all people by 1.5. That probably includes the enemy, so, you know, it's nothing better. Ah! Better off just casting Genius or something. Raise your own magic power. I suppose it was only a matter of time before I actually ran into another fight. Even though I've been trying so hard to avoid them. Bunch more meteor showers, eh? It's always handy, I suppose. So, the chief is out by the docks. We've got to go find the docks. Ah, can't go to B1 yet. I think the docks are a branch off from the first floor? Perhaps? This way, I think. Yep. Hey, what do you know? It's a save point. Let's get mind controlled. So, save points are used to change and, like, change people and give them instructions and so on. Does that mean that fate wants me to kill it because it's leading me to it? Who knows? I cannot actually smith any the rainbow stuff. I have to actually do something to do that. I guess I'll keep my current party though. In regards to the other thing I was thinking about using a save point for. Hey, Chief. The Time Research Lab, which served as the foundation of this research center, appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300 and was headed up by the scientific genius Balthazar. However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I headed back. Experiment's about to begin. Move your ghostly feet. Faster. Alright, now back to where we were, I suppose. Wait, have we been here or not? Speaking of save points, the record of fate is exposed. Two worlds that are so close and yet so far in nature exist in different dimensions, under the surveillance of the main computer of Chronopolis. Fate. In other words, Fate has always been observing the two parallel worlds and guiding them. Fate has been manipulating the world of El Nido in order to avoid any major change to the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influences the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. This paradox could potentially lead to great disaster. The records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidance directly into the minds of its users. In this discreet way, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido lead a harmonious life. In a sense, they are nothing more than puppets of Fate. An instruction to the young girl in Arnie 01 to give up going to the main continent as a poet. Instruction to the man in Arnie 02 to give up becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 01. The best Fate could do was cross the dimension and receive data through records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. This is the observation room. This is where we observe the two parallel worlds. The main computer of Chronopolis is called Fate. Yeah, we just learned that. I think we already knew that, though. This Fate contains a massive amount of historical data dating up to the year 2400. Fate is a large-scale prototype completed in the year 2300. It integrated the old Mother Brain computer's circuitry into a more powerful supercomputer. There's another Chrono Trigger reference for you. I just remembered the other thing I was going to do with the save point, which is to get Grobik's thing. I guess I can do that. These robots fire slow enough that you could probably dodge them, if you really wanted to. Oh, well, there you go. They're not the most efficient robots. Here we go with this awful pun again. Still terrible damage. Looks like it should do a lot more than it does. Go ballistic! Is this gonna hit everyone? Yeah, looks like it. Why is that one more powerful than the other one, despite the other one using missiles and machine gun fire? Oh dear, this could be bad. Yeah, continue doing this. That's better. For me, at least. Just won't listen, will you? sure hope whatever's in that chest is kind of worth it. Like, at least somewhat worth it. Not hellbound. Oh, come on. Oh, this takes a while. Maybe I should just be a little less risky with my accuracy selection. Well, at least it's over with. Go ahead and make your own joke about that 666 damage that just happened. To yourself. Oh, a card key. We needed that, actually. It all began with a notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook, covered with mold, was a diary that belonged to my grandfather, who passed away years ago. It contained my grandfather's distant memories. Does this device play back archives? Looks, like someone's memoirs. I wonder if you still remember how we first met and our many adventures. It all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those warm summer days long ago. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. I can still relive the memories of those days long past, just by closing my eyes like such and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid. Kid. Radical Dreamers. What is this? Radical Dreamers? What does this mean, There's a conversation with a comrade. Are you ready, kid? I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You mess up and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Surge? Come on, Maggle, let's go. That bastard thinks he's gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good. Seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Aside from two worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist, That computer is a big pile of references to Radical Dreamers, which was a game in between this and Chrono Trigger, which is, I don't remember. It's for like the Satellaview or something. However that thing is called. Experiment is underway. Access denied. Let's take a pit stop at the save point for a second. for the purposes of this, I'm just going to go ahead and switch to using Graubik. Where is he? Here we are. I need to make a weapon for him. Glove, plate of his weakness, do that, do that, reconfigure a little bit. Alright then. Actually, I think I should probably actually save too. For that matter, take a pause and save the video. Pausing!